Hey nerds, today I'm diving into Snow White, Disney's live-action adaptation of the beloved 1937 animated classic. Does this reimagining breathe new life into the tale, or does it struggle under the weight of expectations? Let's get into it right now. Welcome back to the Nerd So Show. I'm Nathan. As always, if you want to jump ahead to my analysis or rating, check the chapter links below. This film will be released in IMAX, Dolby, and 4DX on March 21st with previews today. It's directed by Marc Webb and is 149 minutes long, about 26 minutes longer than the original. It stars Rachel Zegler, Gadot, and Andrew Burnap, with music by legendary duo Benj Pasek and Justin Paul of Broadway fame. With new songs, dazzling visuals, and a fresh focus on inner strength, this adaptation aims to balance nostalgia with modern storytelling. However, let's see how well it delivers. The spoiler-free logline for this film is: a princess joins forces with seven dwarves to liberate her kingdom from her cruel stepmother, the evil queen. A live-action adaptation of the 1937 Disney animated film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. As I mentioned, this film is directed by Marc Webb, known for The Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2 and 500 Days of Summer. He brings his unique vision to this classic tale. The screenplay is written by Erin Cressida Wilson. She is known for The Girl on the Train, with some help from Greta Gerwig from Barbie and Little Women. I don't think she's credited on the film, but it's reported that she contributed to the screenplay. They both infuse the story with modern sensibilities while trying to stay true to its roots. The cast, as I mentioned, consists of Rachel Zegler as Snow White, the kind-hearted princess who embarks on a journey of self-discovery. She is known for West Side Story, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, and the Hunger Games prequel. Gal Gadot plays the evil queen, Snow White's vain and wicked stepmother. She is known, of course, for Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman 2, and Red Notice. Andrew Burnap plays Jonathan, a new character introduced in this adaptation, serving as the film's male lead. He is known for The Inheritance on Broadway and The Front Room, the horror movie with Brandy from last year, and we reviewed that. The link is above. Ansu Kibia plays the huntsman. As in the original, he is tasked by the evil queen to eliminate Snow White. He is known for Sandman on Netflix and Miss Charlotte on PBS. All right, I'm going to analyze this film a little bit more deeply, but before I do that, if you're enjoying this review, please make sure to like and share. It really helps the channel out, and subscribe for more content like this. All right, with that, let's get into it. So, Disney's Snow White is truly a live-action adaptation of the 1937 animated classic, and it's important to note that it's not a straightforward remake. Instead, it's a reimagining that takes large inspirations from the original while adding new elements to modernize the story. The film focuses on Snow White's journey of self-discovery and empowerment, but maintains some of the traditional romantic themes of the original as well. Rachel Zegler's performance as Snow White shines, bringing both vulnerability and a quiet strength to the role. Her vocal performance is exceptional, particularly in her I Wish song, Waiting on a Wish.
I'm waiting on a wish beneath 1,000 treetops, and as the silver sky stops, I long to leave the walls behind me. Waiting on a wish, holding out for someday, hoping somehow, someway, there comes a miracle to find me. I close my eyes and see the girl I'm meant to be. Is she a part of me I've had to hide?
And Princess Problems with Andrew Burnap. The music in the film features a mix of new compositions by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, and classic songs from the original as well. And not every song from the original is going to show up here, but they play homages to almost everything that showed up in the original film. The musical numbers are really a highlight of the film and the reason for watching it. And my personal favorite from the film was Princess Problems, that duet that I mentioned earlier. You might notice that the name of this film is not Snow Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. But this film does have dwarves. While they have less screen time, the dwarfs are used effectively, I think. Doc, Grumpy, and Dopey get the most attention, and to my eyes, that CGI rendering is impressive and avoids the uncanny valley, but your mileage might vary in that respect. There are a couple ambitious set pieces. The film boasts some stunning visuals, particularly in scenes like Snow White's descent into the forest, if you remember the original. The dwarves mining sequence in this film is far more extended than the one in the original, and the opening and closing ensemble pieces are also quite spectacular as well. These moments make the film worth seeing on a big screen. The cons here: Gal Gadot, Evil Queen, is, I think, serviceable, but she lacks the theatricality and delight in the evil that define iconic Disney villains like Scar, Jafar, or Ursula. Her villain song, All Is Fair, is, I think, decent, and she sings it well enough, but I don't think it's that memorable. Honestly, I liked the villain song in Moana 2 better, even though I didn't like the songs in Moana 2 better than this film. If I had to rank the music in this movie, I think I would put it below Wicked, but above my enjoyment of Mufasa and Moana 2 and The Little Mermaid. I don't think that Rachel Zegler has as strong a voice as, say, Cynthia Erivo or Halle Bailey, but I think Halle Bailey wasn't served as well by the songs in her movie as Rachel Zegler is in this movie. The other thing that I should note is that while this movie is less violent than, say, The Lion King, as there is no on-screen death in the film, there are frequent mentions of death and also the statement, "Bring me her heart," which might unsettle younger kids. I took my 2-year-old and my 4-year-old to this film. My 4-year-old is a sensitive kid, and it was a little off-putting for him and for me, given that he was watching it. However, having watched the original right after seeing this movie, there is mention of murder and also bringing people's heart in that original one too, so I guess it's true to the original. However, I think the more minor role for the dwarfs means that the darker tone lacks the original slapstick to balance that out. Unfortunately, finally, while the film attempts to modernize the story, it doesn't delve deeply enough into the themes of empowerment or self-discovery to make the very thin story in the original more robust. In addition to that, besides Andrew, there are a bunch of other side characters that I think were underdeveloped. I think that Disney didn't want to make this a 2-hour film, but maybe if they had made this a 2-hour film, it would have been a better film. As you watch it on the screen, it seems a little thin in the scripting department. Overall, while the film deviates from the original a little bit, it offers a fresh and engaging experience. Zegler's performance and musical numbers are particularly strong. The film balances nostalgia with modern storytelling, making it a worthwhile cinematic experience. So in my final analysis, Snow White 2025 earns a dinner party rating, or a 7 on our scale. And if you're unfamiliar with our scale, it is down below in the description. This was right on the bubble for me. It almost got an 8. Spent some time mulling over it, and maybe if I dropped this review yesterday as I planned, it would have gotten an 8 for me. But I think while Rachel Zegler's powerhouse vocals and the film's visual grandeur justify a theatrical screen, it stumbles with a wafer-thin plot and underdeveloped side characters and a miscast villain. The Queen lacks the delicious camp of Disney's best baddies. It's flawed but fascinating. This is perfect for post-viewing debates over wine with friends about Disney's remake strategy and the highs and the lows of this film. Though it won't revolutionize cinema like the 1937 landmark film which put Disney on the map, it's worth dissecting with friends. For musical fans and Disney completists, grab your squad and go to the big screen, because I think there's enough here to delight. But for everyone else, wait until Disney Plus. It's no Snow White and the Huntsman, or worse, a Huntsman's Winter War level disaster, but it's not a must-see, go to the theater event. So, have you seen the new Disney Snow White? What'd you think of Rachel Zegler's singing and Gal Gadot's performance? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like and share. First, it lets us know that you like our content, and it helps our channel grow. For more in-depth analysis of film and TV, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for alerts. See you in the next one. Bye.